Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Raise Hell Zell back again with another video for y'all, man. It's a big week, man. It's a big week. Playoff implications start this week. I mean, we got the Buccaneers coming up, man. A rematch of our first week of the season, first game of the season, and we have a chance to right our wrongs this week, man. We got a chance to prove that we are a much better team than week one. And we have grown as a team more than the Buccaneers have grown as a team, man. It's going to be a great matchup. I think that's why they got us a Sunday night. And I'm looking forward to it, man. In this video, though, we're going to go over all that and a little bit more. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. First things first for y'all, man, I want to go over our 4 All-Pro selections, which is Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, Terry McLaurin, and Austin Ekeler. Austin Ekeler was selected as a kick returner, and all our selections are second team All-Pro, but 4 All-Pro. I mean, we've never had, at least in my lifetime or that I can remember, 4 All-Pro players in one season. So shout out to them, man. They've done a tremendous job all year, and 3 of these guys we just got this season, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, shout out to them. Also, Dan Quinn named our captains for the playoff going forward. Permanent captains. They got the C on their chest. It's Bobby Wagner, of course, for the defense. Terry McLaurin and Zach Ertz for the offense. Oh, and also JD5. So McLaurin, Zach Ertz, and Jaden Daniels as a rookie who's named captains for the offense, and Jeremy Reeves basically for the special teams. So as the big boys coming out for the playoffs, they will be the captains going forward for the remainder of the playoffs. And I kinda at the beginning I didn't really see Dan Quinn's vision of changing the captains every week, but it seemed like it's worked. It seems like it's worked. It seems like it's done what it was supposed to do. And the ones who's been consistently leading this team throughout the season have been made permanent captains for the playoffs. So it's growing on me, man. It's really growing on me, this concept of that Dan Quinn has implemented regarding the captains. But also, man, I got to give a big shout out to Mikey Sainristil, man. Rookie of the week. Man, we got the greatest fan base in the NFL, don't we? We have the greatest fan base, man. Honestly, based off performance, even though Bo Nix was going up against second string and third string players, he should have won based off performances. But this is a fan voted award, so I mean, tell the Broncos fans to vote for him. I mean, our fan base has shown out all season for JD5, and they showed out again for Mikey Sainristil, man. It's just it just goes to show how much this organization has changed in 1 year, bro. 1 season. That's all it took. 1 season. So shout out to Mikey. The biggest news of the injury report obviously is Marshawn Lattimore, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up for y'all real quick. Marshawn Lattimore had a great week of practice per Dan Quinn, and he pretty much played all week, a full participant. He did rest today for a Veterans Day rest. But he will be going to play against the Buccaneers, and we all know how that matchup with Marshawn Lattimore is with Mike Evans. This will be a movie, man. This will be one of those matchups you will remember for a long time, I think, and I think we pull it out in the end. Of course, I'm always going with the squad, but it is going to be a really good game. I expect them boys over there in Tampa to bring it, and I expect us to bring it as well. Other than Marshawn Lattimore, though, everybody's playing pretty much. We even got Colson Yankoff back from a hamstring injury. Jameson Crowder was on limited all week, but he looked like it actually looked like he's questionable to the game, but I think he'll play. I think Jameson Crowder will play. John Bates is on here. He's going to play, man. Cleveland Farrell is going to play. Frankie Louvu is going to play. Tyler Biadasz was a full participant. He's going to play, so that's very good news. Jeremy Chin's on here. He was full. Brandon Coleman, Jaden Daniels, Cornelius Lucas, Jordan McGee, all full participants today. They're all going to play. Same as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but actually the Tampa Bay Buccaneers look like they have 5 questionable guys. I think most of these guys will play. I think Antoine Winfield, he's going to play. He was full all week, even though his game status is questionable. He's going to play. Cade Otton's going to play, even though he's questionable. Mike Edwards, he's probably going to play. All these guys are going to play. The only people, everybody's like, look, everybody's coming out to play for the playoffs. Even if they're not 100%, they're going to play, most of these guys, unless you've been designated to be out for the season from something that happened way earlier in the season, like Chris Godwin. He's obviously not playing. But the only thing that concerns me about this is Marshawn Lattimore. Let's say we win, but Marshawn Lattimore re-aggravates it again. But now he's out for the rest of the playoffs. He makes it worse. Going into that next game, and I know we shouldn't look past opponents, but if we want to sustain a deep run, if we don't have him for the next game, that's going to make it even harder if we got to face, Justin Jefferson or, that Lions, what they got over there in the wide receiver crew, or, what the Eagles got going. So I get the thought process, though, of playoff implications. Look, we got to win the first one first. So whatever we need to do to get our best players on the field to win this one game, and then we worry about the next game when it gets here, that's that. I understand that. But I was just speaking on if I had to be worried about something, that's probably the only thing I'm worried about. Other than that, though, man, everybody's healthy. We are good to go as far as injuries go. All right, man, look, I'm going to hop into the keys to victory real quick for y'all. Look, the defense is very straightforward. We know what we needed to do last game, which is get to Baker Mayfield. We got to him, but we didn't tackle him. And Joe Witt Jr. was talking about how we got to hit him as a running back. So that's exactly what we got to do. When we get to him, we need to hit him as a running back because he's squirmy. He's good with slipping through those sacks and tackles and extended plays and getting it downfield. So that's what we got to do. When we get back there, we got to take him down. That's number one. Number two is he's a gunslinger. So he's going to put the ball in tight windows or try to fit the ball in tight windows. And it's going to give us opportunities to intercept it. He's had 16 or 18 interceptions this season. So we're going to have opportunities to turn the ball over. I think we need to get at least 2 turnovers for our defense this game for us to secure the dub. But look, man, Baker Mayfield has had a career season. He's been playing good this season, playing good last season. This is going to be a test on our defense. Our defense is middle of the pack. Obviously, we have one of the worst run defenses in the league, and they really have a couple good backs back there, especially with Bucky Irvin. So that's going to be the focal point, man. I think we're going to play a lot of man. Especially with Marshawn Lattimore, we're probably going to have Jeremy Chin dropping that box to stop the run, at least early on, man, until we get a feel for these runs, because I don't trust our D-line to really they're not just going to miraculously stop the run on their own. They haven't done it all season. It's not going to just happen in the playoffs. So there's something that we can do. I would love for us to just rely on our front four, or maybe add Louvu down there and that's it, but that's not what it's going to be. We're going to have to put some extra bodies in that box to stop this run, especially on the edges. So that's that, man. The keys is to get the victory, get at least 2 turnovers, and stop Bucky Irvin from dominating us in the run game. Offense, bro. Much of what we've done all season, I've come on here and talked to y'all about how we need to continue to have this balanced approach of run and pass. We need to when we get to third downs, it needs to be third and short, third and manageable, and timely passes for conversions, like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and 3rd and 4 at max. And we need to convert. And ultimately, if we do that, we will control the time of possession, which will work in our favor if we are getting touchdowns at the end of this possession. At the end of those possessions. So if we control the time of possession, possibly get a good lead, 7-10, then that's going to force Baker Mayfield to pass the ball, which he can do. This team isn't a playoff team for no reason. They can do a lot of good things on offense, run and pass. But I think that'll work in our favor if they're trying to come from behind and they got to pass it. Baker Mayfield has the ability to put the ball in harm's way, and we can get those 2 turnovers that we need to, to secure this dub. So if all that happens, I think we win 27-24 is my score prediction. I got Jaden Daniels leading us down the field in crunch time. Scores 24 Buccaneers, 20 Commanders. He leads us down the field for a touchdown to end it 27-24. A nice little walk-off fashion. And we catch the flight back to DC to move on to the next game, man. So we are in the playoffs, baby. We are in the playoffs. This is uncharted territory for this team because we haven't been in the playoffs since 2020. And even when we got in, we had like a 7-9 record. So we really didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. Even though we did fight against Tom Brady's Buccaneers team, the same Buccaneers team, we fought really well in that game. But to be honest, we didn't deserve to be in that game, in my opinion, because of our record. But our last playoff win, I think, was 2005 against the Buccaneers, matter of fact. So I remember that Sean Taylor play where he scooped the ball up and ran it all the way back in for a touchdown. I think I was like 9 at that time, but man, we need it'll just do wonders and put a cap on the season. The little cherry on top if we could end the season or continue the season, because even if we win this game, I don't want to just end it there. I want to keep going as far as we can go, but it'll just add the cherry on the top for the season if we can get this dub against the Buccaneers. Just like we had the last playoff when we had was against the Buccaneers in their stadium. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Again, I think we're going to win. I think our fan base is going to show out against the Tampa Bay team. I think we're going to see a lot of Commanders fans in that stadium. And I think we come away with the dub. But again, that's all I got. Please like, subscribe, comment what y'all think gonna happen in this game. What do y'all think we need to do to get this dub? I'm a little bit nervous though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit nervous, especially our run defense, man. But ultimately, Jaden Daniels clutches it up. He takes us home, man. So again, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, and please like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out.